As an emergency room nurse in Sonoma County, California, Kathy Witkowicki served her community's needs on the front line every day. But when her children entered school, she became aware of another critical need.
When people think about Sonoma Valley, they think about wineries and plush landscape and wealth. But we have vineyard workers, and they bring their families. Those children go to our neighborhood schools. Once I started to see how the test scores were falling, I realized that these kids were going home to families who were unable to help them.
In 1996, Kathy looked for and found a state grant to get a reading-based mentoring program started.
But reading was such a small piece of what these children really needed. What they really needed was somebody who would stand by them and help them, not just in school, but socially and emotionally. We formed an empowerment program whereby if you're a child in our program and you want to play a sport, or you want to learn to dance, or play a musical instrument, we want to be able to help make that happen.
Led by Kathy's vision, Stand By Me grew to encompass far more than academic mentoring and spread to every school campus in Sonoma County, where so far, over 1,500 children have been matched with mentors.
We had a little boy in our program who was coming from a very, very horrendous background, and I matched him with this wonderful man in the community. And for this little boy, it was probably the first man who was someone he could depend on. And one day, he was marked absent. And I called his mentor, John, and said, "Don't show up today, because he's not here." But lo and behold, the little guy came into school late. And I saw Joey and was like, "Where was John? Where was John today?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I thought you were absent." And he took his fists and he banged his head and he said, "I would never be absent on a Tuesday." And in that moment, I realized the power of a mentor.
While the average mentor relationship across the country lasts a few months to 2 years, Stand By Me's average is 8 years, long enough to see some of its mentees into college. In 2004, Stand By Me began a scholarship program that today helps over 40 of its students enter and stay in college.
I think a lot of the time, the adults love it just as much. Those people come in and they say to me, "You know, I got into this because of what I wanted to give, but what I get is so much greater than what I give." I feel that way in my mentoring relationship. This little girl, when I first got matched with her, she wrote me this note, and she said, "Merry Christmas. Having you as my mentor is like having every Christmas wish come true." And I thought, wow, that's powerful. And to me, that's just the greatest gift I could ever give to a child.